enjoy the show after the beep.
Welcome to the forest.
Welcome to the forest. This is the episode where the forest. I beat Spider-Man.
You beat Spider-Man. That's crazy.
Sorry. Yeah, I beat it last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just started that.
Yeah, you really did. That was like...
I was going to 100% it. I was going to.
Yeah.
And then I was doing some of the missions in it, and I was like...
I remember this.
I remember this, and I'm like, I don't want to... I want to move on. Like, I've already played this game. I need to move on to Miles Morales and the second Spider-Man game.
Yeah, Miles Morales is my favorite character.
Miles Morales. Scammer.
Yeah, because you never played all of the Miles game. You played a little bit of it.
I played a tiny little bit, and I don't remember a single thing about it.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah. Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you have it?
Do I have it?
Yeah. No.
So I'm gonna have to figure that part out.
You're gonna have to move on to that game.
Also, I had a question about
me?
for Spider-Man. Yes. I had a first question.
First question?
It's the only one.
First answer.
First answer is my favorite question. Oh my god.
Oh god.
He's been doing that all day. He's been just trying to take down that whole poster.
The system.
Oh yeah. Just sit. He keeps leaning on that.
Just keep leaning on it.
All right. Well, I had a question.
Have it.
First question.
Okay.
It's my only question.
First question, only question.
First answer is my favorite.
First answer, daily double.
Okay.
Oh no.
Is the DLC? Did you just drop your wedding ring? Is the DLC? Does that play a role in the next games? Do you have to do those?
No.
There's nothing that.
So there's a little bit of, it's honestly mostly a side mission in the second game, not the Miles game, but the actual game 2, that ties in a little bit. There's some Yuri stuff,
but they'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's all that I need to know, I think.
Yeah.
Because they're like $10 for each thing.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure they're like.
It's been a long time since I think I bought them on sale.
Yeah, that's and I didn't want to buy anything for that game.
Yeah.
And I know that Miles Morales, I have PS Plus. You can stream that game and stuff on PS or PS Now or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I wasn't planning on purchasing that game.
Smart.
But
I feel like the first one pretty good. The next two were just all right.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna play him though.
No. DLC.
Oh, thank God. I was
DLC.
like, I thought you meant the games, and I was like,
The DLC. Yeah. The first one I really enjoyed, and the next two I was like,
is that the Silver Sable one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, the first one is a black cat.
Oh, okay,
And
that's
then
cool.
the next two are sable-ish.
Gross. So those they feel like side missions, you said? Or they're basically side missions?
The tie-in stuff that's in the second game is a side mission.
Oh, okay.
It's not main story stuff.
Because that's what I noticed about my second time, or no, this is my third time playing, or no, it's my fourth time playing through Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because I looked
Relatable.
I have all my save progress. I don't know why they have like 9 save data things for you to have.
That's
It's like,
funny. Yeah.
there's not really much to do differently once
Right.
you in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to be like, oh, I wish I
It's not a role-playing
wish
game.
I could try that again in a different way.
No. And I 100%ed it twice
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
And the first time I played it, I got like 90%
Yeah.
of it. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Why was I mentioning that? Shit, I lost my way. Tim, I lost my way.
Side missions, stuff feeling short.
Yes. The side missions this time, I think I was a little disheartened with the game. I was a little more disappointed. I still like it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I used to think of it as like a whoa. But I think it
Yeah.
was just of that time. For some reason, it was one of those games where, like, swinging around still feels good, still
Yeah.
looks good, but at this point, I don't know if it's just because I've been doing it or if, like, all games have kind of come that way. Like, all new games just kind of feel good.
Yeah.
Like, if they're done well,
Yeah.
you know, they're gonna feel good to play like that. They're gonna feel smooth. So
And
it's like,
eventually coming back to it, it's not as
it's like, well, that's what I would expect at this point. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, which is cool, but that's not the part where it loses me. It's pretty repetitive as a
It
game.
is. It is.
And I'm hoping that it's not as like that as much in the second game. And also the side missions were just like really boring.
Yeah, the
were
only
really
one that I
boring.
really like is the Tombstone.
Yeah,
one.
and that's because it's just a different storyline.
Hey Tim,
Hi.
I'm blocked in. Do you mind if I just take your car to 6
That's fine.
Do
you
you
can
need
do
me
that.
to move my car?
No, it's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll just take
I forgot which side you
It's
guys parked
okay.
on.
Were you planning on coming up to Six Pack?
Wasn't sure, but
Okay,
probably.
Well, I'll just leave my keys, and if you want to come, you can take my car. If not, then that's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I forgot which side it was that was, but yes,
Yeah,
someone's parked
that's all right.
out in the spot that I
Yeah.
usually park in.
Yeah.
Well, I should have known.
worries.
Beber.
It's
All
not
right.
that far.
And also,
So.
you guys probably switch cars all the time.
No, not really, but
Never mind.
yeah.
All right.
We probably would if our cars were for different things.
If you shared cars.
If our cars were different. I mean, they are
If you
different.
if you
like hers a
carpooled
lot
all the time.
newer, but like if one of us had like an SUV,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we would probably switch a lot more. You know, because it's like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and it'd be nice to have
It's
the SUV, or
yeah.
or I'm gonna drive further. That one has better gas mileage.
Yeah.
Like that, it makes sense to switch. But our cars are just cars. So
What if instead of cutting this part out, you cut out every part around it and then left
Yeah.
this part in?
that'd be funny.
That'd be funny if we just uploaded that part as a podcast.
That by itself, sure.
Yeah. And then called it Monday episode. Never mind.
Yeah, there is a thing that you can do that's like not a full episode that you upload.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never heard of a full
might
episode
be
before.
a preview or something.
What was
don't know.
What was I socking?
That would be funny. Is if it was like this is a preview of the show, but it's something that we completely cut out.
That would be funny. We don't do that.
Stay
though.
tuned.
Stay tuned for the show that you're listening at.
But yeah, so you were saying that the side missions they're not very.
Yeah, the Tombstone one was only. I didn't even finish that though because I was
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, I was just like, I'm bored. I need to just. I want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bored. I just want to get through this game.
That's fair.
You know.
Yeah.
And usually, my favorite part of that game was unlocking all the suits and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Before I didn't even try to do that this time because I was like, I know what all the suits are. I know which ones
New
I
Game
like.
Plus?
No, what is that?
With New Game Plus, you can just have all the stuff that you had from your previous. You
Oops.
still have saves from your
Yeah,
previous.
I do.
Yeah.
I didn't do
Should have
that.
done that.
I don't know
You didn't
why
know
I
about
didn't.
that. That's all right.
Oops. What a waste of time. I'll just replay it.
Yeah, do that.
That ain't. I mean, it didn't take me that long to beat it.
No.
It didn't take me long to beat it at all.
Yeah.
And well, it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just playing through the story, you can finish it real fast.
Yeah, and I did put it on an easier one just because I was like, I just need a refresher.
I just want to beat it.
I'll tell you what, it refreshed, and I was like, yeah, it was good. I appreciated the thing.
Yeah.
Now it's on to playing those games. Yeah.
But yeah, I think the reason that I initially got the DLCs when I bought them was more for the suits than anything, because I had played them on Joey's game. Like, Joey had the DLCs when they came out when we were living together in Miller, and so I had already played them. I'd already played them twice, actually.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them enough that I would like to replay them at some point, and I did replay them. But I really just wanted the suits.
Yeah.
So,
that's kind of it.
Yeah.
And that's the best part of that game is doing funky stuff in the suits.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. There's a lot. I was looking up. I was like, I wonder what people rank as like the better ones and what are the worst ones. And I'll tell you what. Every like list I saw, I was like, man, I don't fall in line with any of these people.
I was wondering. I was like, it's either going to be you agree completely, like, and nobody has a different opinion, or it's going to be like not at all the same.
Yeah. No one was putting what I liked the most as like. Well, first. For some reason, apparently the big time suit, the one where he's like all black and he's got neon green and stuff, like that was like divisive. And I was like, really? That's obviously the best suit. I don't know how
that one's awesome. I fucking love that one.
I don't know how anyone's looking
at that. If
that.
it's nighttime, I'm going to play with that
That's
suit.
the only suit you play with.
Yeah.
And it was the dark suit where it's like the same thing but red and it doesn't glow, basically. Was the dark suit that you get from the Black Cat missions.
Oh, I do fucking love that suit.
I loved it.
If it's rainy in the game, that's my favorite one.
No.
You like the...
It's noir.
No.
No, it's the noir suit.
Yeah, no, I get that.
When
that's
it's
fair.
Honestly, that's the best suit in the game with the environment around you.
That's fair.
When it's... Dude, when it's like after like... Spoiler alert, when the cop dies and like you're at the funeral and it's raining afterwards and you play as Spider-Man and you're in the noir suit, that was the best part of playing this game.
I do
recently.
really like that.
Because I'm like, this is just cool. And that's fun. Spider-Man's fun. All the Spider-Man villains, I just love them. I love all the... it's fun. I like Spider-Man. Great. Thank you, Dalen. What a wonderful time. But remember how we used to debate like what's better, Arkham City or... Spider-Man, and
the answer's Arkham City.
It's Arkham City.
Yeah.
After playing through Spider-Man this afterwards, I know I'll play through Arkham City again, and sure, I might not like it as much as I played through it the first time the same way as Spider-Man, but I'll still like it more.
But you like it more. Yeah, that makes sense. See, like, I think that even with it being... I think the only thing that makes it not as good is the fact that it's old.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And
it's
that,
old,
like, isn't a fair reason to be like, well, it's not as good a game, because it's like it was just limited by the technology at the time.
And also,
but it's not bad
when you play Arkham City. It doesn't feel old still.
No, and especially with the like that game's remastered, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the remaster's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really good.
It makes it look better too. And
yeah,
that's a good game.
Yeah,
wonderful game.
Yeah, that's the best of those.
It is easy.
Yeah,
that's an easy button.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And yeah, I agree. But I do think... So you're going to start Miles sometime soon.
I'm going to start it. Yeah. I'm going to start it with like either today or tomorrow or something.
So if you... I feel like a lot of people went into it like really expecting this like fucking awesome like perfect thing, which was a silly thing to do.
Yeah. It came out way too soon.
If you don't go in expecting that, you're like...
It's a fun game.
It's a great game.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's really great. And in some ways, I think it's better than the first game.
Cool.
So, side missions are great. The way they're integrated, awesome.
I was just going to go into it like, I just want to beat these games.
Yeah.
That I like Spider-Man. I like playing through that the first time. I think they make good. I like the story of the first game. I think the story was good. It had moments.
Yeah.
It also had moments that were dumb that I now realize are dumb now. Before
what are you talking about specifically?
Everything that happens between MJ and Peter Parker, I think is just the dumbest.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm over it. You guys are so into each other, and it's annoying that you're pretending you're not.
Yeah, just state.
We're broken
You're
up,
fine.
so at the end, you know we know you're getting together. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Even if I play, I mean, that's how I kind of was when I first played through it. But it's
Yeah.
just even more annoying on every other playthrough because the sneaking through, even with the Miles Morales stuff, like when when it's like you're not Spider-Man anymore, you're some other character. You got to sneak through. It's only interesting. The gameplay aspect of it is only interesting as Mary Jane when you. It's never interesting with Miles. I'm sorry, it never is. I like him as a character, but with MJ, it's only interesting during the Grand Central Station one because you go take out that guy and Spider-Man does it for you.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why that's cool.
Yeah.
And then at the end when you're going through Norman Osborn's apartment, that one's just cool because you're finding out interesting story stuff.
Yeah, that one's not bad.
Yeah. And then
and I do like how she jumps off the building to her death at the end of it.
Yeah, she just goes, fuck it, I'll die. And then she
I'll
dies.
either die or get caught.
Yeah. And then there's a moment where Spider-Man goes, no!
Yeah, he's all like, oh, no, curse you, Green Goblin, you killed Barry Blaines.
Also, remember when... More spoilers for more Spider-Man stuff, but remember in, what was it? Is it No Way Home? It's No Way Home. That's the most recent one.
There's never a way home.
You're not going home.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, don't go home.
Spider-Man, there's not... Don't do it.
Spider-Man house sitting. There's, when Aunt May dies and stuff.
Yeah,
I wasn't like,
I remember that.
I wasn't affected by that because I was like, I already played the Spider-Man game. I know Aunt May can die.
Yeah, I remember that Aunt May could die.
Yeah. And I was like, that isn't as heart-wrenching in this movie as it was in that game. And I was right, dude. That game.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't seen that movie in a second, but that
scene, it was a bigger deal.
I didn't remember that. I didn't remember, and this is my fourth time playing through it, and I didn't remember that the reason she dies is because they have to save everyone.
Yeah.
And also, at the very end where they release the fucking chemical and it's like everyone goes through a pandemic, I'm like, this is distasteful now.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, this is not how it actually goes, guys. I wish
it
was like that. We've actually been through that, believe it or not. Oops. Anyway.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to play any more video games for the rest of my life.
Never play a video game again.
Never bay.
But yeah,
never
no,
play.
the Miles game, the story is solid.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it. The swinging is fantastic. It's better than the first game as far as that goes. The him having powers is cool. You get to do new stuff with that. And but I think the best thing about it is the side missions. Like they do such a good job of making those feel like something you want to do.
Yeah.
Like,
something instead of just something to complete. Like,
yeah.
They're not even fetch quests in the first game. They're like, go here, beat a bunch of guys. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no story. We don't learn why anything happened, or there's no Vulture gets loose. You got to defeat Vulture on the side while you're trying to beat this bigger villain. Nothing like that.
No,
that would have
not
been
at
cool.
all.
And I was just thinking about that because I love Vulture, dude. Vulture's so cool. He's such a cool villain.
Yeah.
He's just got a big old wingsuit. And he talks like this.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
We all talk like that
That's
sometimes.
what old people sound like, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying
When they
to do.
want you to
They're
get
like,
off the lawn, yeah.
you guys need to know that Vulture's old.
That's what
Okay.
cancer does to
That's
you.
what cancer to your back. Silly.
Yeah.
Silly.
So you'll have to let me know what you think once you start playing the Miles.
I will.
What's your Miles game?
We'll see if I beat it. Can't tell you how many times I'm like, you know what? I'm going to beat every game in a thing.
I'm beating all the games.
But like, I want
This
to.
this is one that you can definitely do it with.
I need to.
I believe in you.
Yeah, because they're not. I don't care
It's not,
about.
hard.
I've stopped with my 100%. I've talked about this ad nauseum on this podcast. I don't need to 100% anything anymore. If I get bored in a game, just stop playing that part of the game and do something else. If I don't have to
Quit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quit.
And just hope that the main story is not what is making me bored.
Yeah. No, that's what I did in the Assassin's Creed games, and that's how I beat the ones that I did beat, because I was just like, I'm only gonna do side missions if I want to.
Yeah.
And, and a lot of the time I didn't want to, so I just let's go through the story.
And like I felt a little bad that I didn't beat the Tombstone one, because I was like, I know that's the best one, but I felt halfway through it, I was like, I don't want to do. I just want to get through this game.
The end of it's cool, but like to get there is a lot of work.
Yeah,
for not really that big a payoff.
Here's the thing. This is why Skyrim is so good, by the way, because like if you have the reason why you want to 100% things like that is because you have plenty of chances. Do you hear something?
I thought I did.
I thought I heard a whomp.
Yeah. It's probably fine. Keep going.
Probably a cat. You have like a really good chance of getting something unique or something interesting at the, like, you get to the end of this dungeon and it's like a unique sword that you can only get there.
Yeah.
Or something. And it could be just a sword that's named Poo Poo Scoopy Doop or something like that. And you're like,
Poo Poo Scoopy Doop would be cool.
Yeah. It's cool. That's why that game is good. That's what side missions need to be in games. If you don't reward people, that's why the second best one is the Black Cat one, because you do it and you get a suit at the end.
Awesome suit.
You get an awesome suit. I'm like, that's perfect. That's what. Yeah. But none of the other side quests in that game give you anything like that. Even the Tombstone one.
And that's the thing. They put so many suits in the game. If they'd done a little bit less of it with collectibles and just like buying stuff with tech parts or whatever they have, I don't remember what the stuff is called, but it doesn't really matter. If they'd done less of it with that and just had it be like it unlocks at this point in the story, and had it be more like, well, if you do a side quest, you get a cool suit that relates to the side quest.
Yeah.
Then I would want to do the side quests.
Yeah.
You know,
all those suits that you can unlock through the tokens and stuff.
Yeah.
Why don't we just have those set for side quests and stuff?
And then, like, if you could definitely find ways to make the side quest relate to the
to the suit.
That's definitely a doable thing. So
maybe an Into the Spider-Verse game would be cool like that. Then they could really relate to them. Also, the 2099 suits. People like those. I do not. I think they look stupid.
I like the 2099 suit, but not in that game.
I see what you mean. I've seen it in the comics. I'm like, that's cool. I'm reading a comic book right now, so it's fine.
It looks what they did in the new game. It looks better.
Really,
but I didn't like them in the first game. I liked the white one better than the
blue one.
Yeah,
me too, but not by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was...
But, like, people, they were upset about it not being black like it's supposed to be, and I get that. I don't think it would have helped.
No, it wouldn't have. It looks goofy.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Goofy as hell. And I wanted to like the bombastic Bagman suit, because that's a really, like... I don't think it's that niche anymore, but it was a super niche part of the comics where he was like, oh shit, don't have my suit. And he puts on a Fantastic Four suit and a bag over his head.
Yeah.
Calls himself Bombastic Bagman.
Which is solid. That's good.
Very funny. But I was playing it and I was like, why does he look so fucking ripped in this suit?
Yeah.
You ever notice that? It's like all the other suits, he looks like,
you could tell he's got muscle tone, but like,
and they're all skin tight, so you can see like muscles. You can see his dick. You
can see his
like
ass.
That one, it's like he's like shredded, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't like it.
Yeah,
it looks like an action figure more than a. Anyway, that was
I get that.
What a weird thing to talk about on a podcast, huh?
What do you talk about?
We're talking about a game that came out 6 years ago that we both played a bunch. A bunch.
I've probably played it 7 times now.
Yeah,
that's too many.
It is.
I'm planning to play it again this winter.
Really?
So that's too many.
I'm planning on never playing it again.
That makes sense.
I think I'm good.
I think that game will always be a game that I'll replay, and the main reason is it was the first thing I played on a modern console.
Yeah, it was the first thing you played.
And it was like this re-entry into video games. Like I played a little bit when I was a kid, and I had a Wii, and I played stuff on there. But never like...
That was your first video game.
Like big title games. Just like your whatever Wii games you find.
Skate 3.
Yeah. And then, so like... But like that was... Like, video games are a thing, and I like that thing. and they're cool. They're really cool now.
Yeah.
And so I think that game's always going to be something like that
That's
for
fair.
me.
That's very fair. I don't like video games.
Yeah, I fucking hate video games, man.
But I'll tell you what, Tim.
What are you going to tell me?
That's what I've been doing this week. I haven't done anything else. I've just been doing that. You can point at your dick if you like. Go ahead. You did it already. So do it again. There you go. You did it twice.
Yeah, it is. And that was
Scat.
The Wages of Crime.
Scat. Scat, the Wages of Crime scat.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
How do you feel about crime, Tim?
Barb. I think that crime could be better.
You think it could be better? Huh? People could do a better job at it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So many people getting caught. It's like, Jesus, did you even try?
I think that crime looks fun on TV, but when you do it in real life, it's less exciting.
It's less exciting, and it gets you in trouble. What was the last time you were in trouble, Tim?
When was the last time I did a crime?
That's
Tim?
not what I said.
When was the last time I got in trouble, Tim?
Thank you.
In trouble, like just in trouble?
That's what I said. And I didn't say anything else.
I don't know. I don't get in trouble much. Mostly don't.
I got pulled over. That was probably the last time.
Yeah, that makes
Or
sense.
actually, no. I probably get in trouble. I get in trouble. I'm in a relationship. You get in trouble.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
You do.
not that bad, but
do.
you get in trouble.
You do.
Yeah. When was the last time you felt terror? Oh. Yeah, like terror. Bone-chilling terror. Oops, dropped a
Long time ago.
long
I don't know.
time ago.
Probably in a dream at some point.
That's probably fair. I hate dreams.
I don't remember things. I think that my life is slipping away.
Why? Because we talked about Spider-Man
Like
for
I
too
can't
long?
remember my past.
Oh.
Like it's there, but it's always like I can't quite reach it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that on the podcast? Or do you want to leave that outside of the podcast?
It's time to. Sometimes you gotta drink a truck, and then you're gonna drink that whole. You want to drink a cold hard truck every night. Every night it's time to drink a cold truck. And
hey, how's it going?
You got a long, tall truck in your glass, and a man comes up to the bar and he says, "Give me a truck," and you give him some money, and that's why trucks are your favorite drink. So if you want a truck, you come down to Truck Farms, and you're gonna get a truck out of the field. Pick your own truck out of the field. You put it in a bucket, and you mash it up with your feet, and then you put it in one of our prime barrels, and they're all.
These barrels are limited.
These barrels are limited only time. You want to get yourself a barrel? Shit! We make them down here at the downtown barrel factory.
We only have a limited supply. You know what I'm trying to say, Tim?
I know exactly what you're trying to say because these barrels are old. There's first come, first serve.
First come, first serve. No more barrels. We make about 3 a day. You don't come down. I mean, hell, you know what a barrel is. I don't even need to tell you.
If you want your truck to have a nice oaky flavor, well, then you're gonna want to buy a cedar barrel.
Do you want to hang a barrel from your Christmas tree ornament? Well, from the ornament on the Christmas tree, do you want to hang a whole barrel, not a small barrel, like a barrel? You know what a barrel is. I don't need to explain that shit to you, but do you want to do that for some fucking reason? We got them, dude. Do you need to store potatoes? You need to store French fries.
Everybody needs to store French fries. They're probably really
Storm in a
storable.
fucking barrel. I mean, hell.
Do you want to storm in a barrel?
I mean hell. When I say,
do you want hell in a barrel? Well, come on down to Truck Farms, and we got them. So yeah. So yeah, guys, we just, you know,
we're just happy to be here.
That was really good. And handy.
I like that a lot. I like that little try.
Yeah.
Sam, you're not that. You're not Sam.
I'm not.
Oh, wow, now.
I could be.
It's an
one
early
day.
podcast. You got a reason?
I got a billion of them.
You got a billion reasons?
Billion reasons.
Just give me a billion reasons. I got a billion reasons. Just give me a billion reasons. Go ahead and cough on that. That's a bad cough. We'll work on it later.
Yeah, Tia and I are supposed to go for a dinner tonight.
Dinner.
Nighttime dinner.
Nighttime dinner.
And I need to get ready for it and get ready for it.
What's the last time you got ready for something? This morning. When you were preparing for us to do this, probably.
Yeah, I didn't get ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you get ready? When was the last time you got ready for something?
This morning.
This morning when you got ready to come here. Yeah.
Yes. And doesn't it look like it? I got ready.
Good.
Thank you.
You're good.
My arm itches.
Marm.
Itches.
Do you want to talk about why?
No.
Okay.
This guy's coming on to me right now. I don't have anything else to say besides the Spider-Man stuff, and I already took too long with that.
Yeah, sometimes things take too long.
Lying. I do know that it's weird because I'm like, I don't really care about going through those games. I just kind of am because I just need to.
That's good.
But like, I want to play something else, I think. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Yeah. That's tough.
You ever feel like that? You're like, I don't know what to... None of these games are like satisfying. And I just beat a game, which is crazy. But nothing's really satisfying me like Skyrim was.
Yeah.
And I want to...
Like, I want to play a video game, but none of these are right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's Breath of the Wild I've been thinking about a lot. And I'm like, oh, I need to do that. I'm not 100%ing with that game.
Yeah.
But I think that game's going to be the hardest with.
Yeah, that's true.
because that has features in it where I don't remember if I didn't fast travel that much in that game because I just really couldn't, or because like I just didn't want to.
By the end of it, I was fast traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think. Oh, I know. You probably went and discovered all the towers immediately, didn't you?
That was the first thing I did. Yeah.
Okay. When I started playing that game, I kind of went how the story would take me. Mm-hmm. You know, I would just go and I would discover those towers once I got into those areas. And I would just I planned on just filling out the map like that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Which I still probably could do. That's probably not a big deal. But my favorite part of that game is the shrines.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's so many of them. And I just want to do them all. And you need to do so many things in that game for them. And there's just so much in that game that's like, and it's kind of it's a slow game. Too.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's very slow.
Yeah.
Like even if you're like trying to like get through it, it's not that easy.
No, it's not. It's doable, very doable. Mm-hmm. Unlike some more modern games, it's doable, but it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. It took me a long time.
Which I think is good. I think that's what makes that game amazing.
Yeah.
It's just like I need to I don't want to risk getting bored or leaving the game for a second and then having to go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I need to go back and work on Tears of the Kingdom again.
I forgot. And I want to play that game real bad.
I did the beginning of that, and then I got to a part where, like, you're actually starting to really play the game. Like, you're past the, like, introductory stuff. Mm-hmm. And I put it down because I was busy with school. Mm-hmm. And
that makes sense, though.
And I haven't picked it back up. That's exactly what happened to me with Breath of the Wild. And then we went on vacation, and I took it with me. I took my Switch with me, and I was like, you know what? I want to play this. And that's when I decided to beat it. So
what a game. And, man, it's just... I think the reason why, like... I kind of knew after Skyrim that's the game I wanted to play more than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I just got that PS5 and I was like,
so
I need to
play
justify
something on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't buy it, I don't have to justify it.
No, you don't.
I just want to.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Come as you are.
Oh, I meant to ask, did you do the...
Go ahead.
This would have been better for me to have asked earlier
we were talking
on.
about Spider-Man.
Did you do the upgraded PS5 version of the game?
No.
You should have.
I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It cost money and I was like,
no, it doesn't.
I don't. Really?
If you own the game, it doesn't.
Why did it say... It didn't say that for me. That's fucking awful.
I don't think it does. Well, I'm not going to look it up right now, but I'm pretty... I did it.
Really?
Because it was either like... It was either $5 or it was $0. I don't remember which it was, but I did it because I was like, oh, I can do this? Okay.
I think it was just... If it did cost money, it was money I just didn't want to spend on it.
Yeah, that's understandable.
What was the difference?
I mean, it's not really that different. It just
looks different.
It looks better.
Really interesting.
It looks
I thought
better.
It looked really
they
good.
do change the way his face looks to match the new games.
Oh,
but the suits look better. The colors are better.
Can I just say I hate that?
Yeah, I do too. But
I'm sure you get used to it, and that would only make the first game worse. But I remember seeing that Miles Morales. I was like, what the fuck would they change? These people who complained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I remember when I first played the Spider-Man game and I saw Peter Parker for the first time, I was like, whoa, that wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But I just got fucking used to it because guess what? They're not real people.
Yeah.
I liked that they didn't look like how every video game feels like they have to just mocap some real actor out there to get all their faces. It's like, I don't care about that, man.
Yeah, no, I thought he looked fine.
Yeah,
I thought
just make it look like we're playing comic book characters, guys.
Yeah.
Let's chill.
And now I'm still, like, I know that he looks more like the guy that was doing his voice now, but, like...
he's a voice actor. He doesn't look like... He's
but
not...
What I was, like, because I was so used to how he looked... Now hearing that voice come out of this guy it looks wrong.
It does look wrong
to me. So But what I was gonna say yesterday, we watched 4 movies, 4 of them. We did a movie day.
That's the only thing you could call that.
Movie day
is a movie day.
Yeah,
that's a lot of movies,
and most of them were bad.
Really?
Yeah, we messed up. But we had fun, so it didn't matter.
Which ones?
We watched... So I'll tell you what we watched. We watched Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Heard of it?
We watched The Adam Project.
Never heard of that.
We watched Insidious 2. Mm-hmm. And we watched... what was the last one? The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Okay. Before you say which ones were bad, how many of the 4 were bad?
3.
3 of the 4 were bad movies. Okay. Yeah. And I'm going to guess which one. So the first one, what you said, what was the first one you watched? Bodies. And then it was
The Adam Project.
That one was a bad one. And then Man from U.N.C.L.E. was a bad one. You couldn't remember it. And then the third one was Insidious 2.
Yeah.
We'll say Insidious 2 was bad as well. It was Bodies was the good one, wasn't it?
No.
It was
The Adam Project.
Oh, man, you watched a bad movie and then we're like, let's watch another? That's crazy. I could never do that in my life.
We had decided to do a movie day. We had a good day. It was fun. But we agreed that they were all bad mostly. Like even The Adam Project was not like a fantastic movie. It was just good. You know?
Okay.
It was like because that's
Go ahead.
It's Ryan Reynolds, Mark Ruffalo.
I'm out.
I know. I'm starting to feel that way. I've been feeling that way for a while.
I can't.
But
I've felt that way.
He was.
Yeah.
It was toned down a little bit in this one.
Good.
He was still the sarcastic guy.
I'm Ryan Reynolds,
but it was toned down, and I thought that it worked with how they did the story. So he was not a problem that I had with the movie at all. I actually really liked him in it. I thought he was good.
He's not terrible.
So this movie's a time travel movie, and they get a kid. There's a kid that's him when he's young. They did a good job. Like he was matching the energy. It made sense. It was well done. Mark Ruffalo played their dad. He was fine. And then I can never remember her name. The person that played Gamora.
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah. She played his wife.
Isn't that crazy? I don't watch movies.
I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that.
I just pull because I watched Watch Mojo when I was like 11.
Yeah.
And so all these names got burned into my brain.
I don't know anybody's names.
Nobody's names.
But it was good. There was only really one problem that I had with it, and it was like the whole movie was kind of about we have to fix. There's a big problem in the future,
a huge problem,
and it's caused by time travel, and so we have to stop time travel from being invented.
Wow,
and that's the movie, more or less. And I'm on board for that. They didn't really show you why the future was bad.
That's annoying,
and I don't like that.
They just kind of told you bad.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, how am I
supposed to believe it?
Can you show me? Because I just the whole time I kind of felt like, okay, well, what's going on in the future that's so bad?
Yeah. Also, been done before.
Yeah, absolutely.
That movie.
But special effects were great.
That's fun.
I was very surprised by how good it looked.
We love to look at good movies,
and it was a fun movie. Like I just had fun watching it.
Good job,
which is
Tim.
great. So, but Bodies, hated all of the characters, which I think you're supposed to. But
was
like
it Bodies, and Bodies? The 3
yeah,
characters.
there were lots of bodies. But yeah, I didn't like any of the characters.
Fair enough.
When they all died, I was glad. It just like the plot. It just felt like there wasn't much happening. It just felt like it wasn't that thought out. But so that one was meh. Insidious 2, not scary.
No.
Insidious 1, better, still not scary. And
not even with the one part. There's that one jump scare in there that's like, ooh. You know that red face guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pops up behind a shoulder or something.
Okay, that was good.
That was
good. Later when he shows up, I'm like, well, you just look funny now.
Yeah,
now
he
that I'm
does look
seeing
funny.
you a lot instead of just for a second.
That's, you know what's funny? I've never seen Insidious, but I have seen that jump scare in a top 10 jump scares video in Watch Wojo when I was like 11 or 12.
That's funny.
And it lived with me for so long.
Really?
And I don't think it would have if I had seen the movie, like you were saying, because he did look goofy.
Yeah.
But it was just like for a second. Nah, I hate that.
Yeah, the end of that movie made it a lot less scary for me.
Yeah.
And the second one I didn't think was as good. And we looked it up, and people say that the first and second ones are the best ones. So we're like, oh, okay, we're probably not going to like the rest of these.
You're going to go ahead and skip those.
But, and then the last one, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., I already kind of knew wasn't going to be great.
I remember when you saw that and you were like, it wasn't that good.
I've never seen that movie before.
What?
So
Who saw it?
That can't be true.
Tim.
I don't know, probably Joey.
It was probably Joey.
Yeah. But I had been told before that it wasn't like an amazing movie, but I thought it would be pretty good. I thought it'd be decent. I never heard like horrible things about it, just that people didn't love it.
Not good.
And I thought that a lot of it was because like it doesn't live up to the show, because the show a lot of people liked. It was just really like we were like over halfway through the movie and we were like, what are
we doing here?
What's happening? Like, what are we trying to stop?
It's Henry Cavill looking cute.
Yeah. It's like you ever watch a movie and there's like a big problem and we gotta solve it, but then you're like, wait a minute, but like what?
I'm pretty sure that's every movie I've ever seen.
What are we doing? Like, what's the problem again? Mm-hmm. I keep forgetting what the problem is and why are we doing what we're doing right now to solve it? I don't remember.
That's terrible.
You ever have that? That's not a good movie when that happens.
Nope.
That's not good.
That's how you know that movie was made, because they're like, oh, we got to have Henry Cavill be starring something.
Yeah.
That's going to make us some money. Because he's a good looking man. He's got to star in something, but other than Superman, he could be the next Brad Pitt, George Clooney. We could do that with Henry Cavill.
Brad Clooney.
He could be Brad Clooney right now. What are we going to do with him? They're like, I don't know. Remember The Man from U.N.C.L.E.? Just have him be in that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, perfect. And that's all they did.
That's the funny thing to me. I can't really say this because it's been so long since I've seen the show that I don't really remember what it was about, but it had nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. I can pretty safely say.
Yeah.
The end of it, they were like, "Oh, you guys are good at doing the spy thing. So now you're the man from your uncle is your organization.
It's your uncle."
And I'm like, so wait a minute. So they weren't in Uncle this whole time. The
Uncle's code
Uncle
word
didn't exist until the end.
My name's Uncle didn't exist. Can I tell you a movie that I saw?
What'd you see?
I saw one.
One.
And I watched it because it came on HBO, and I've been dying to see it. One is
the loneliest number. I don't know anything about that. What is one?
What do you? I didn't say that's the movie I saw.
Oh.
I saw. No, I meant.
What is one?
I saw one movie as opposed to four.
Oh.
Are you on board now? I was just hyping it. There he goes. Tim.
What is one?
There.
It was on HBO.
It was on HBO. And have you seen The Martian?
Yes, I have.
You have. Did you like it?
Yeah, I really liked it.
I thought it was okay. I was a little disappointed in it.
Oh, okay.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But I think it was because, and I had a feeling I would be, because it was pretty hyped up to be like a fantastic movie. And before watching it, I didn't realize that the plot was he gets stuck on Mars and has to get off. I thought it was just like, I don't know why I thought the plot was we're sending one guy up to Mars to figure that shit out for us.
Oh.
And I thought that's what the movie was. And I was like, that's cool.
Yeah,
and
that's a different thing.
I heard that Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, or no, I heard him say it from his mouth. Anyway, he said that it's the most scientifically accurate movie he's seen. And I was like,
that's interesting.
That's cool. Yeah. And you go into it, you kind of listen to it, you go, yeah, it would be. Otherwise, like, because they're mostly just talking science the whole time.
That's true. They are.
And it's like, so if they're making this shit up, get the fuck out. Like, what movie is this at that point?
Yeah.
And I was just a little disappointed in it, because I was like, I thought it could have been, I don't know. I just thought it would be, I don't know. By the end of it, I was getting bored. I was like, I'm ready for this movie to be over. And I hate when I'm like
that.
that.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. And also, it was just there's like montages throughout, and I just don't like. I hate when I know this is unpopular, dumb opinion, but it really is. But like,
I don't know if you can fight montages there. They're just kind of there.
Yeah.
I get it. I get where you're coming from.
When it comes to like when they're like, I'm gonna play a disco song and have a bunch of stuff going. When it's not in a movie like The Goonies or Stand By Me or something like that, or a children's movie or something like that, I'm like, and it's a song I'm like, I've heard this one before.
Yeah.
And I don't
hate
like
when I've heard songs before. God damn it.
No, it's
I'm kidding.
It just takes me out of the movie, and it's like the score had its moments, but I don't know. All I could think about, I was like, man, if Christopher Nolan did this, it would be I would have liked it more probably. Yeah. But I mean, I think it's just cuz I loved Interstellar so much, and that's
understand. I haven't seen that still, so I can't.
Oh, you gotta watch that.
Yeah,
do that for me. Watch Interstellar.
Watch I promise.
Because I think you would watch. No, you would love that movie.
I would. I know I would.
You would. Oh, that's a great movie. Anyway.
I really like The Martian, and I think part of it is because I loved Apollo 13 so much, and it's like that, but Mars.
Yeah, I will say,
and not real, but
I didn't think it was a bad movie at all. I was just I thought I was going to be like, what? Like, it seems like a movie that would be my favorite movie of all time.
Oh yeah,
it's not.
Yeah,
but you can't go into any movie with those expectations. I just couldn't.
Yeah, that's not good.
It was sad because I was like, I know it's not going to be this, and I can't temper them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I just can't because I was so excited to see it.
Yeah,
and it was still good. It was a good movie. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. This is Tim and Dalen. You're listening to Chronic Nonsense. We're here to talk about books and movies and dogs and cats and beer.
Speaking of cats, there was a cat that you didn't end it. Well,
was I supposed to?
No, now it's weird. You just did that to fuck with me, didn't you?
No, I changed my mind because I was afraid you were actually going to say something.
No, it was good that what you were doing, but it's fine now. I think it was a good bet.
Anyway, welcome back to the show.
No, I don't think you can do it now.
On the show.
I don't think there's a way to. How do you get out of this part of the episode?
I think. The only way we could do it is swallow into the mic.
How do you think we could do it without ending it like we've done before?
We could cut all this out.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I actually think we should keep all of this in because this is genuine.
Okay.
All right.
You want it to be genuine?
I don't care.
You want people to know about us, what we're thinking and how we are? You want people to know about us?
All I know is that if I had access to the button, it would have been pressed like 5 or 6 times by now.
That's why you don't have it.
Yeah, that's why I don't. because you can't press it 5 or 6 times and end the pod.
We're going to have to let you go. Talk to you next week. Goodbye.